Hi, my name is Kiara from An Inspired Life, and I have had the absolute pleasure of working with Katie for maybe 6 months now. It's crazy that it's only been 6 months because for my entire life, I believed that I didn't matter, particularly to men. I believed that my voice wasn't as important as other people's, particularly men. And I was holding myself back. I didn't think that I could take up too much time or space. All these silly beliefs that were just like blocking me in and limiting me from being able to really express who I am and what I stand for and to make my difference in the world. And Katie came bouncing into my life. If you've met Katie, you know she does not come in gently. She comes bouncing on in, and it was this beautiful beacon of absolute love. The first thing that I did with her was a breakthrough session, and we released all of my negative emotions from the past, and also that belief that I thought that I didn't matter. And I remember having had an experience just that morning with my business partner and feeling like I didn't matter to him. And then that evening telling my boyfriend/partner about it and laughing so much that I thought I could possibly not have mattered to him. I could just see how the reason we had that conversation in that morning was because I mattered. It was so insane. And as I looked back on my life, I could see now how there were so many different experiences where I was feeling like I didn't matter and not allowing love into my life and beauty and magic and support and all of these things. I wasn't allowing stuff into my life because of what I believed. And maybe for you, it's not that you don't matter. Maybe you feel like you're not good enough, or maybe you feel like you're not worthy or you're not worthy of love, things like that. It's just a belief. And Katie helped me remove a belief that had been holding me back for 25 years in one session, one time. It was incredible. And I mean, we still have a habit that we have entrained in us, but I remember the next time that it actually came up, only once ever since then. And as I said, I'd had it for 25 years. I kind of looked at myself and I was like, hang on a second. Are you thinking you don't matter? Because now you know you do. And then it just was gone. Just like that. This stuff that had been holding me back for years, like I could just tell it that it wasn't true anymore. It's remarkable, and I can't really explain it much better than that. You just probably need to give it a shot if you feel like you've got beliefs that are holding you back from being all that you can be. And the next thing that I did with Katie was head along to her Byron Bay NLP trainings. And I'm now fully certified as an NLP practitioner and a timeline therapist. And oh my God, lots of people ask me how they can find out about NLP. And I highly recommend Katie. I can't recommend her more highly, because we're not sitting in a classroom with like 40 other people and having information just come at us, and it's like being back in school and you don't get to ask questions and you just get told to do it the way that they tell you to do it and all that sort of stuff. Katie is so different. She has this beautiful way of making you feel like any question would be perfect in that moment. And I really just got to, like, as she would say the stuff, there's only a few of you who are doing the training at the time. And as she says the stuff, you're like, oh, so do you mean like this? And she says yes, and it clicks into place. It's so much easier for you to learn when you get to have that intimate connection with such a beautiful freaking goddess as you learn. She does check-ins, so you get to really express your truth in any moment and show up exactly how you are, no matter how that is. I got to really, a beautiful bonus out of that training was, I was qualified and all that sort of stuff, and I learned these great skills. And you can do that with quite a few people. One of the things that Katie does so freaking well is just allow you to be who you really are. And so I wandered around without makeup, with really crappy clothes on, and it's so not me, or at least it wasn't, but I got to step into a greater permission to just be authentically freaking me. And that was really powerful, and I've taken that home, and I now head out in Ugg boots if I feel like it. it's just a different permission to be exactly who I am and love who I am and be okay with with showing that to the world. So if you're feeling like there's parts of you that maybe people wouldn't like to see, then I highly recommend doing any kind of work with Katie, because she just lets you release that. It's beautiful. So after I did the Byron Bay NLP retreat, I did not want to stop there with Katie. I've since done a goddess circle with her, and again, I think it's a 6-week journey, but it feels like you get a beautiful goddess mentor for life. She just has so much heart and so much love. And every week we would turn up, and whatever had happened in our past, for like the last few days in between, it just felt like we could share it in a really loving, safe space, that anything was welcome, and that we got to release that and then step into this space where we were seen as the beautiful, true, divine beings that we are. And that reminder each week, that ability to just share each week wherever you're at, is so powerful. And I have seen so many incredible transformations of women who came and sat through the entire first session just bawling their eyes out, like almost unable to speak. And I've definitely sat. I went there on Father's Day for the first time after my dad passed, and I just sat there and cried for so much of it and expressed how I was feeling in that, in some relationship stuff I had going on. And you're just so safely held in a way that unfortunately isn't the standard in our lives anymore. And we're such community-based beings. We deserve to feel like we're in a sisterhood, and that's totally how it feels when you do a goddess circle with the beautiful Katie. I cannot recommend her more highly. She has changed my life, and I know she would agree that she gave me the tools and the space and the love to be able to change my own life. So now I have tools that I can keep using for the rest of my life to make sure that I keep growing and expanding and keep reminding myself that I am a being that is absolutely deserving and worthy of being here. I need to say before I finish up that one of the most remarkable things about Katie is her total non-judgment. I think it must be because she's had such an incredible past herself. She's just able to hear anything you say. Like, you could be talking about one of her best friends and just expressing your truth, and she would just hear it. It's so beautiful. You can say whatever you like to Katie, and she just hears and holds space and loves you. And that's honestly, it feels like that's all she has space for in her life, is love. So if you want some more love in your life for yourself and for other people around you, if you want to improve your relationships, if you want to improve how you show up in your business, I can't even express the amount of gratitude that I have for this beautiful woman and what she has done since she came into my life. And I highly recommend that you just contact her. Just have a conversation. She will be so up for it. Have a conversation and see if there's a resonance there, because she is an incredible goddess with so much to give. And I know she can make an incredible difference to your life if you allow her to enter. Thank you. This is Kiara from An Inspired Life, and I recommend Katie Macdonald from Unique Yourself. Bye-bye.